Hello friends, in this part I will talk about the trophic level. I will give you an idea about the concept of trophic level because we are using this word trophic level from our previous lectures, and we will be using these words in our further lectures as well. When I will talk about the ecological pyramids, this concept of trophic level will be important. So I will be discussing about this trophic level in this lecture, and in the next lecture I will talk about the ecological pyramids, where this idea about this trophic level will be important. Now, what is trophic level? What do you understand by trophic level? Trophic level is nothing, it's just the feeding position in a food chain or a food web is called a trophic level. The organism's position in a food chain, the organism's feeding position in a food chain or a food web is called a trophic level. This is, we have made this to properly understand the food chain or a food web, to properly understand how energy is flowing at each level. So this is a concept. The humans have developed this concept that if we classify the food chain based on the position of the organisms which eats the other organisms, that is the trophic level. That's the idea of the trophic level. So how we name that each levels? So for example, the first trophic level is what? The first trophic level is the producer. So what are the producers? Let us say, again I will use that same example over here also. The same example of the food chains we have discussed. So what is a producer? I will write grass over here. Example, grass. So trophic level, the first trophic level is always the producer. The example is grass. It can be green plants. So for any food chain, now you have to remember this. These examples which I am taking is for grazing food chains. You know the grazing food chains, the food chains which use the energy of sun, and the first component of that food chain is green plants. So I am taking an example of a grazing food chain, and in the grazing food chain the first trophic level is the producer, and over here it is the grass. What is the second which comes at the second trophic level? The primary consumer. What is the primary consumer for this food chain? We have seen this is a grasshopper. So I will write it down like this, grasshopper is the primary consumer. What is the secondary consumer which feeds on the grasshopper? It's the frog. Then the tertiary consumer is the snake, and the quaternary consumer is the hawk. So these are the examples. Now what is the significance of these levels? Now you will see the producer or the first trophic level is always the grass, or the producer should always be at the first trophic level, always. The primary consumers for a grazing food chains are always herbivores. So all the herbivores, you will see that all the herbivores will always be at the second trophic level. All the herbivores will always be at the second trophic level, always. Now the secondary consumers becomes the primary carnivores. The third trophic level is for the primary carnivores. Again I will just say, first trophic level is for producers. The second trophic levels is for herbivores, because they will always feed on the producers in a grazing food chain. The third or the tertiary trophic level or the third trophic level will always be for this level, will always be for what? This will for a carnivore. Which carnivore? The primary carnivore. The primary carnivore or the secondary consumer. The tertiary levels will be the organisms which feeds on this, and the quaternary level or the quaternary consumer will be the organisms which feed on the tertiary consumers. So these are the trophic levels. Now what do you think that how many trophic levels should be there in a food chain? In a normal food chain, how many trophic levels are generally there? Whether it continues to 6, 7, 8, 9 trophic levels. So how many trophic levels are generally present in a normal food chain? In a food chain, you will see that in most of the food chain, the trophic levels reaches up to 4 to 5. It will not be any more than that. Food chains with small trophic levels are there. 2 to 3, you will find numerous food chains with only up till 3 trophic level. Up till 3 trophic level, you will find numerous food chains. But food chains with 4 to 5 are seen also. So don't think that the trophic levels will be up to 10, 11, 12, nothing like that. Normally it is still 5, but it will normally we also find the trophic levels up till 3. So this is nothing, this is just what is the trophic level? The position of an organism in a food chain is called a trophic level. Now there are some very interesting facts also, especially for omnivores. Omnivores are those organisms which can feed on plants also as well as the other animals also. Let us consider an example of omnivores as humans. Now some consumers like humans, I will again say that some consumers, they consume food at more than 1 trophic level. What does this mean? That some consumers, they consume food at more than 1 trophic level. Means that, I will give you an example so it will be clear. Let us say humans. Suppose I will just rub this portion over here. I will rub this portion. So, suppose this is a plant, green plant is there. Now, humans, this is which trophic level? This will be always the first trophic level. First trophic level means what? This is trophic level. I am writing TL over here, trophic level. This is what? Green plants, these are producers. Now, human can eat green plants. Suppose, for example, this is palak. This is palak ki sabji. So, we have palak sabji. So, we eat palak. So, we are feeding on green plants. Okay. So, we feed on different green plants. So, if humans feed directly on green plants, so human becomes what? Humans become what? Humans become the primary consumer. Human become primary consumer. This is which trophic level? This is trophic level number 2. Is it clear? Now, let us say that this thing, this plant is there, green plant is there, and it is eaten up by a goat. It is eaten up by a goat. Now, humans can also eat the goat. Human also can eat that goat. So, in this food chain, this is trophic level number 1, goat will become the trophic level number 2, humans become the trophic level number 3. So, humans can be in a different trophic level also. In this food chain, humans is in trophic level number 2 because it is consuming directly the green plants. In this food chain, green plants to goat, goat to human, over here in this food chain, humans is in trophic level number 3. Over here, humans is the secondary consumer. Over here in this food chain, humans was the primary consumer. Now, in this food chain where green plants, goat and human is there, humans become the secondary consumer. So, human can stay at different trophic levels. It can either be at the second trophic level. Humans cannot be at the first trophic level because first trophic level is for the autotrophs. Humans can be at the second trophic level. Over here, that's an example. Humans can be at the third trophic levels also because it can eat over here. Now, humans can, even in some food chains, human can be in a different trophic levels. For example, I will give you an example. I'm just clearing this part over here. So let us say there are some small, in a pond ecosystem. So I'm writing a pond ecosystem. So there are some small weed or plants at the bottom of the pond. So it is be eaten up by some insects, water insects can feed on it. Water insects can be feeds by fishes. Some fish can eat the water insect, and this fish is eaten by a human. So human. Now say what is the trophic level of this human in this food chain? This is which number of trophic level? Green. This is a producer, so this will become the first trophic level. Water insects which feed on the green plants, these are what? Herbivores, the primary consumers, they become the second trophic level. Fish, they feeds on water insect, these are the primary carnivores, but the secondary consumers, they become the third trophic levels. Human now become the secondary carnivores or the tertiary consumer, and they become at the fourth trophic levels. So these are the trophic levels, TL. So you can see that some consumers like human, they consume food at more than one trophic levels. They can be at more than one trophic levels. They can either be at trophic level number 4, they can be at trophic level number 3 in a different food chain. In a still different food chain, it can be in trophic level number 2 also. So this will give you an idea that what is actually a trophic level. It's a position of an organism when you consider a given food chain, at which level this organism is. So in this food chain, you can say humans can be if no animals is eating humans, although humans can be killed and eaten by some carnivores, but we are not considering that. If we say that this food chain, this ends over here at humans, so humans become the top carnivore. So this human is at the top of the food chain over here. Okay, so that's the position. So what this trophic level gives you is that the trophic level gives us an idea about the position of a separate group of organisms at which level of the food chain. So this idea will be very important about the which position will be very important when we study about the ecological pyramids, because at ecological pyramids, all which we have studied till now, actually the 3 lectures, the food chain, food web and the trophic levels, they together will come and will use all the concepts which you have learned in these 3 parts in ecological pyramids. At ecological pyramids, we will see how these trophic levels are arranged, which organisms is where, how energy is flowing. We will talk about different ecological pyramids, pyramids of biomass, pyramids of number, pyramids of energy. So we will see about that. Over there, this idea, the position of an organism at which trophic level will be very much useful. I think these 3 parts was helpful. So we have learnt about the food chain, the food web as well as the ecological pyramids. In the next lecture, I will talk about the ecological pyramids, and that will be very much helpful for you, because all the concepts of ecology till now which we have studied, that will get summarized in that lecture, of ecological pyramids. Thank you.